And also, it's not going to last that long.
No,
You know.
yeah, I mean, I think
They
it had
a hydraulic
100,000.
leak, and which
Yeah.
I think once they tighten the fitting or something.
And there's no doubt we can get by for an extended period, but it's not a highway truck. I mean, it's just try to do the speed limit. I mean, it's a city trash truck.
I wasn't involved over the years, so when we were taking glass and cans or clothes, we had an out for it, right? And they were paying us.
No,
Never.
They never paid the county for any of that stuff. The only thing we've ever had that we get money for is the cardboard, the paper products. And at one time, an aluminum. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the aluminum at one time. So that's just always been benefiting your landfill. They were getting money from it in Colby, but it was minute. It was more like disposing. I mean, it was the save your landfill was the motivation.
But we didn't have the freight.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Now it's eating us up. It's almost getting to the point, dig another hole.
Yeah.
You know?
Excuse me. And that has always been the big defense of recycling, is to extend the life and to do those things. Now, where's the balance between what it costs to do that and recycling? I mean, I know recycling makes people feel good, but it's got to add up too. But I guess I'm just not in any position to think that we should refuse taking anything right now. That's part of figuring out whether there is a possible other outlet for it. Because I know paper has a value, but we can't bale it, and that's the only way people want it. We can take it to Sunoco, but they charge us to get rid of it. Now, there you get into what's the negative effect on the dump as opposed
So,
to doing
is there a baler we can buy that'll bale it?
There is. It's a lot bigger. I mean, it's a lot of money. I mean, they had one in Colby that would do it, I believe, right? That would do just paper bales. You would know that better than I.
Yeah, they had one.
Yeah, because that made quite a bit larger bales and was quite a bit larger
Is that something
machines.
we should look at, purchasing with the money we have?
I don't think so, because that'd be pretty expensive.
And again, paper products, as far as in your landfill, they're compact. You know what I mean? It's what's its effect and what's its value. I don't know. Right now, we get a little bit less for the chipboard, which is paper, than we do the cardboard. And like I said, the cardboard, it's the fact that they're picking it up and allowing us to have the balers is what makes that worth doing that.
Well, I know shredded paper they use out there to cover, but
And we produce more than what they need. That initially, when we thought that, it was going to be, okay, well, the paper and glass will go out there, they'll be able to use it, but I think our volume far exceeds what they need. But again, that's part of the conversation. We've operated 6 months. I see some issues with what we're doing, but getting to the solutions, I didn't think it was a good idea to try to figure it out before we run for 6 months, and that's basically, we're at 5 right now, so we know what we'll have. So I think a meeting, again, with the people involved, be it the landfill and Bird City and us, is probably in order. Come back with some recommendations as far as efficiencies, how to go forward.
Okay.
Maybe we'll have Byron, and I'll see if Frank will come, or
Sure.
somebody from over there, and myself and Jensen.
might also have Steve come.
Steve.
Yeah, we should. Definitely. So, any questions on the recycle at this point? I think that's probably the best direction to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for all your work.
No problem. One last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I haven't talked to Steve or Dave about this, but the old swimming pool. At one time it was discussed possibly utilizing county resources to remove that thing. We're finally to the point at the city where no good ideas have come forward in trying to utilize what's there, so we think we do want to remove it. And I guess, I've not discussed with Steve or Dave this subject for some time, but I just wanted to mention it again to, make sure I'm not stepping out of bounds by going and talking to them about the possibility of doing that if the resources are there for doing that.
You're saying to To take it out?
Yeah, like with the excavator. I mean,
Oh.
it's there's a lot of. I mean, that's
Yeah.
we don't have anything near large enough. The county does, in fact, have the equipment
Yeah.
that could remove it because all that concrete needs to come out of there. It can't. You know, by our own code, you have to remove all that stuff. You can't. I don't
Just
think
cover it up. Huh?
we can't do that. So anyway, if it's okay, I'll discuss with them the possibilities of that and what it might take and compensation or whatever it would be. But to go hire that done, I'm afraid we could probably get a lot into just getting it out of there. That being said, I don't think the city's looking for something for nothing, more or less just a conversation. Can we work something out that could do this?
Are we having an outfit come in and
Crush
break up
concrete.
crushed concrete?
They do every now and then.
They do whenever they get X amount out there. And then they turn around and sell it, so.
I think they get so much and then they have them come in and
Would there be like 70, 80 yards in the pool down there?
Oh, it should be
yeah.
quite a bit more than that.
Quite a bit more?
Yeah, those are real thick walls, the
Okay.
decks. I think it would probably be
Okay.
significantly more. Just guessing. But again, I didn't
I'm
want
gonna
to.
leave the building.
I don't think so. It's so old, and it's just a shell. All the stuff is external. Again, we just haven't had any. What's that?
the wind blows through it.
Yeah, yeah. I think the main thing is it's sitting there degrading. It's obviously a van, and it just really looks bad. We just, between the pump house and the old roof system on the old building, I think it's just to get rid of everything. Because we have the scout hut is there. I mean, that's what's utilized, and this thing is just albatross.
Eyesore.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway,
A lot of dirt to fill it.
yeah, and that's what that pile is down there for. That was hauled from when we did this one. The county hauled that down there for us. Yep. And whether it's enough, it might not be by now. I mean, some of that has gotten utilized other
Well, I'll
places.
give you dirt, so
Yeah.
don't worry about that.
Okay, very good. All right.
What's the plans on that hole out here at the old dump?
Where they made it for the Empire Motel.
We don't have one. And essentially, that was left open with the hopes of getting the another hotel down. We probably need to get that thing closed up. Because that was
I knew
the
there
hope.
was a reason I didn't.
Yeah.
know what.
They were both put there for the Empire, but then we, of course, left that in the hopes of getting some other things done, and those have not transpired, so. Yeah, that's kind of out of sight, out of mind.
We put a lot of concrete in that, didn't we? Or did we not?
I
Is
don't know
that
about
all
the
just-
concrete. I think that's mostly just the RC and just
Okay.
the building products, I think. I don't know that for sure.
But, because that'll be a block building down here, I bet.
Yes, yeah, that'll be a block. And it's not tremendously huge as far as block. I mean, of course, all the foundation, everything around it is concrete. But certainly, that could be a possibility as far as getting rid of some of that stuff, but it's just going to be mostly concrete,
Yeah.
things cut down and a little bit of iron, so. Anyway,
Just thinking a little less freight.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. It's something we'd have to check with KDHE on, because they obviously
Probably
still,
that pump house could go,
dictate.
well, that's blocked, isn't it?
that is, yeah, yep. Yeah, there's not much other than hard material there. Just piping and the fence. So, anyway, if it's okay, I'll have a discussion with them as to the feasibility, what they might think, and maybe that's a possibility that some of it could go out there again. I don't know what the value of concrete is by the time you haul it and or dispose of it. I don't know. So, but I can sure check into that as well. All right.
Do that, please.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Anything else from me? Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Do you want those expenses of that last trip that the county took to come out of that money?
For the recycling?
Recycle. They need to come out of somewhere.
Probably.
Okay. They didn't get paid this time because I knew he was coming in.
Okay.
I just don't know where we stand as a county. Those recycling is Bird City and St. Francis. it's not county recycling. It's not.
Yeah.
And we need to be in the middle, I guess we need to be a part of it, but it's not our decision. Because
Yeah.
we can accept all that over there. We might fill up quicker, but we can accept everything. We don't have to recycle.
Yeah, well, we have some of the county, you know, the outside of the cities that, and then also we have other towns that bring it too, say like McDonald and,
Well,
you know, so,
but that's not good.
yeah, but no, but,
That's not, we ought to stop it.
you know, I don't know how you do that though. It's,
Rollins County's getting a good deal. We're paying to take care of Rollins County's recycling.
I know it used to be Hagler, there's people from Hagler that come down and use this one here.
yeah, they have their trailers for a certain amount, but some people who are, say, like, in Rollins County, it's easier for them to come here because they come to Bird, you know, and there's, I don't know how you'd stop, yeah, I don't think you could.
I know we had a guy from Goodland trying to dump C and D out there and Moog turned him down like 14 or 15. And so he tries, I mean, so I need to use the bathroom.
Okay, want to take 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
Yeah, 5's fine.